All right, hey guys, we are going to start and finish lesson 5.2 today, which is more inequalities. Looks like everybody did really well on the other lesson um, on addition and subtraction. So today we're going to change it up and do inequalities, but with multiplication and division. Um, some of this we're going to have to remember, and so why don't we just go ahead and get started. All right, we will start by doing an example. Number one, -3/7 are less than 21. All right, so the first thing you want to do is multiply each side by the reciprocal. So I'm going to rewrite this and say 7/-3 times -3/7 are less than 21. Remember, what you do on one side, you do on the other. So we have this here. And the whole point of doing this step is for this to cancel, okay? When you have a fraction here, you multiply by the reciprocal. What you do on one side, you do on the other. So this whole thing is gone, and you're left with r, less than, okay? Now, here's where the star comes in. When you multiply or divide by a negative number, you're going to change this symbol. So let's see, sorry about that. I'm going to move that right there. And then when you do the math, you have 21 times 7/-3, and you're going to get -49. Okay, so I'm going to star this one because this step here is where you might need to remember when you multiply each side by a negative fraction, you're going to switch this inequality sign. Okay, so let's go to number 2. -n/6 less than or equal to 8. So just a reminder, what number is in front of the n? If you like, you don't have to, you can rewrite this like so, okay? If you see what I did, I have a fraction in front that's a -1 understood to be there. And now we can multiply by the reciprocal. -1/6 is simply -6/1. N less than or equal to 8 times what you do on one side, you do on the other. Let me move my paper up. -6/1. And this step here is going to cause you to switch the sign, okay? When you multiply by a negative fraction, you reverse the inequality symbol. So this is gone. So you have n now is greater than or equal to -48. 8 times -6 is -48. All right, so let's look at number 3. Change it up a little bit. All right, let's look at this one, 3/8t. Sorry, let me scratch that. Let me write that a little neater. 3/8t less than 5. Notice what we don't have is we don't have a negative. This sign will not change. So the reciprocal is 8/3 times 3/8 Let me make sure you can see. There you go. Less than 5 times 8/3. What you do on one side, you do on the other. And this cancels. Oh, didn't bring my t down. So you have t is less than 40/3. And we can just leave it there. Or you can say t is less than 13 1/3. I would accept any answer, but as usual, if it's a multiple choice test, you need to be aware of either answer. Okay, so take a minute and I'll let you catch up there. Numbers 1 and 2, the sign switched because of the negatives, okay? All right, so let me go to number 4. Number 4. So we're going to change it up. 60t greater than 8. All right, so here we want the t to be by itself. We have no fraction. So all you're going to do is divide by 60. Your fraction will be your answer will be a fraction. So t is greater. Now, why is the sign not changing? We don't have a negative. So it's 8/60. And yes, you do need to simplify. And when you simplify, you get t is greater than 2/15. Okay. Let's go to number 5 over here. I can save paper. -7d less than or equal to 147. All right, now I'm going to star this one because we have a negative number. That negative number, when we divide, will cause this sign to switch. So it's going to be the other way. Okay, less than or greater than, it is now greater than or equal to. So the answer, when you do the math, D is greater than or equal to -21. And let's see, I'll give you a second to catch up. We have 5 examples so far. All right, let me do another one. Let's look at number 6. -42 greater than or equal to 6r. Okay, so we want the r to be isolated, so we're going to divide by +6. Okay, so that cancels. So we have r on this side. Okay, the sign stays the same because I'm dividing by a positive number. So the answer is this. Now, we need to rewrite this. R is less than or equal to -7 is the right way to do it. I am going to show you how to graph. Okay, this should be review. Here's your number line. We're going to go -7, circle, closed circle because it's less than or equal to. So it is less than, so we're going to go this way. And I'm going to do that. So closed circle because it is equal to, and there you go. Please remember this sign did not move because we're dividing by a positive number. Okay. Guys, that is basically it for lesson 5-2. I do caution that you pay attention to when you're multiplying and dividing by negative numbers. It can get a little tricky, so please, when you do your homework, watch out for that, okay? And email me if you have any questions, and please plan on an open note quiz Friday, okay? Hope everyone's doing well.